the finals here at Richland Center High School, WIAA Division II Super Regional. We are showcasing the area wrestlers from Viroqua and Richland Center. We are into the championship round. So our main focus will be on the championship matches, and then of course we will highlight the individuals from our local wrestling family. So right away we are going to have, let's see,
Ethan Haiti from Richland Center, and he will be taking on Holcomb Peterson in the championship bout. So that will be our feature bout here to start it off.
Now that the young man from Dodgeville has had a stellar season. He came into today 18-0.
Yep.
19, technically 20, 21 now. You count the bye with the win after the bye.
I'm thinking sometimes track wrestling updates those records, even though it's clear back here. So we'll see right now. I think he's probably 18-0 right now. Getting ready to start here. We have first, third, and fifth all going on at once. All three matches do have a play in if there's going to be a wrestleback this match. We'll cover those as we go along and tell you if there will be a wrestleback either for second, which is important for next week. And then also we will talk about the chance for which we haven't had to, in Division 2 or 3 regional in quite a while. We could talk about the chance for a fifth place match going against a fourth place finisher for the chance to stay in the state tournament series. First takedown here secured by Peterson. Haiti gets an escape here now. We got about 1:15 to go in the period. Like a lot of people said, this young man, Peterson, just does not wrestle like a freshman. Of course, when it certainly doesn't hurt to have two workout partners above you who are both defending state champions. But he puts in his time, not just who his wrestling partners are. This young man I talked to is one of his assistant coaches from Dodgeville, and he said this young man just loves to wrestle. You talk about the golfer, just likes to goes out and golf all day long, or fish all day long. This young man could wrestle all day long.
I think I could go for about 20 seconds.
4-1 though. Now Peterson out in front in this bout. If we look at our other third place bout down there, we have Koss from GET going against Nest from Lodi. And then in our fifth place bout, we have Brown from Black River Falls going against Kossman from Prairie du Chien. Team race wise, we've got a 9.5 point spread going into the championship round, and that's Prairie du Chien right now out in front, 210 to 201.5 versus Lodi. Those two teams have basically, as Carl and I look at it, pretty well have punched their ticket till next Tuesday night, but there still is a race there to see who's going to be 1 and who's going to be 2. Coming down to the last 5 seconds of this period, it would be nice if Ethan could get an escape here as they scramble around. Comes to his feet, but the time goes off. 4-1, first period in favor of Peterson. 5-0 at the far end there. Ness in the third place match up in front. And down in the fifth place match, it appears to be young man from Prairie du Chien, Kossman, out in front. Start the third period. Again, Peterson gets another takedown. Young man's extremely quick on his feet, Carl.
Yeah.
If we moved that quick, we'd hurt something.
I'm pretty sure I pulled a muscle watching a move. That was last week, though.
Okay. Well, this time Haiti comes right out. We'll say mostly to his move, but in the same token, we've seen today, Holcomb then just comes in again and a really nice snap down. Now switches off to the single leg, now switches across, gets the 2 takedown. Now drives in. Got Haiti broken flat down on the mat. 8-2 lead he has here in this championship match. Down on the far, mat number 1 down near the head table. Still that 5-0 lead in favor of Ness. cover a few scenarios early here. If Haiti loses, he'll maintain his position as long as Ness maintains his position in winning that third place bout. Now, figuring out who's going to wrestle, if there's a fourth, fifth place match, that takes a little more paperwork. There we'll see who's going to maybe lose. But right now, Kostman, I don't believe he's wrestled either of those guys that are wrestling the fifth place match. So that could be the case there, that if it continues the way it is right now, the young man from GET will have to wrestle somebody for fifth or fourth, excuse me. Last 5 seconds or so here in the championship bout. A nice 10-3 lead now that Peterson's moved himself into. Down there in the third place bout, only 5 seconds left. 5-0 there. Haiti chooses down for the third period. Down there in the fifth place match, it's still 5-1 in favor of Kostman from Prairie du Chien. Haiti sits out, gets caught in a snapback, but was able to rotate through without giving up any points. I mean, Peterson is just, it's not too often he's just content to just sit there. He's constantly moving somewhere, popping something, driving something. As they set the stage for the rest of the matches for tonight, you know, like Carl said, we're going to at least show you the championship matches in every weight class. We do have quite a few area athletes left. You know, Ethan Haiti is probably our only finalist that we're really covering. But there's several other of our athletes that are coming up later here in the night, and we're going to focus on them as we go through. We're going to have some blood time here, so we'll go look at the other matches again. Minute left down here in the third place match. Ness is still out in front over Koss of GET, 5-0. And down there, I believe that's getting ready to go into the third period. An 8-1 lead for Kostman of Prairie du Chien over Brown of Black River Falls.
Well, we can take this opportunity to thank the North Crawford Seneca Wrestling Club. The after-school youth wrestling brawl will be on Friday, March 10th at the North Crawford High School, and they hope to see you there. And O'Reilly Auto Parts. For better parts, better prices, it's O'Reilly Auto Parts. They are located at 902 North Main Street in Viroqua, and they serve Viroqua and its surrounding communities for all of your vehicle care needs. And we can shout out to Organic Valley. Organic Valley is honest and simple. No hormones, antibiotics, no toxic pesticides. Freshness the way nature makes it.
Ness from Lodi punches his ticket to Wisconsin Dells next week with a fine 6-3 win down there. So he will be your true second. Excuse me, your true third. That's what I wanted to say. Sorry. Fall down there on mat number 3. So that means that Kostman now from Prairie du Chien, he will come out and he will get to have a fourth place bout against the young man from GET. So we got our first wrestle back of the night. Carl, always, if we're going to have them, we need to have them in these lower weights.
Yeah.
Kostman lost to Peterson. Then went to the back side, yep. The Koss was on the other side of the bracket there. Peterson, your champion, with a 12-4 win there. But Ethan Haiti moves on in second place, and he will be wrestling at Wisconsin Dells next week. Congratulations to Håkam Peterson from Dodgeville.
Advanced Pump and Well Solutions in downtown Richland Center. Proud to be a sponsor of local high school events and this year's State Tournament Series broadcast. When it comes to your business or family well system, be sure to contact Larry and Shelley Ferguson. Richland Center, 649-4488. Advanced Pump and Well Solutions. Bethel Home and Services provides independent apartments, memory care, assisted living, at-home assistance, transportation, spiritual care, and much more. Be sure to contact Pastor Trevor Scrady today for more information. Bethel Home and Services, ready to serve you. Buzzy's Home Furnishings, family owned and operated for 3 generations spanning 55 years and counting. Stop in and see Mark and the rest of Buzzy's family. They're there to help you. Stop into the spacious showroom and explore the many brands, styles, and decor that will transform your house into a home. Buzzy's Home Furnishings, downtown Viroqua. Solar Meats in Soldiers Grove, the place to go for all your fresh cut meats. Top quality meat processing in southwest Wisconsin. Good luck to the area wrestlers throughout the state tournament trail. Campbell's One Stop Mobile in Soldiers Grove, the place to go for your 7-tier Synergy mobile gasoline products. It helps keep your vehicle running smoothly. Check out the tasty deli selections from Campbell's One Stop. Cashton Farm Supply. Since 1984, Cashton Farm Supply has focused on organic feed, manufacturing, and distribution. Stop in, talk to Ernie or any of his team, and discuss the benefits of organic farming. Located on Highway 27, just outside of Cashton. Best of luck to our area teams.
This is going to be one of those that Carl alluded to earlier. We don't really have a lot of local wrestle activity in this, so we'll just put it on the championship match, which should be a good one. We have Blade Wallner, a senior, at this point 29-8, and he's taken on Charlie Might, your defending state champion from Dodgeville, with a 47-1 record. So we'll kind of put it on that. And Carl will keep you up to date with some sponsors, and we'll let you enjoy the wrestling.
Well, most definitely, Walt. The Premier Co-op is the place to stop in, and Ace Hardware in Westby, located downtown. Premier Ace has a great selection of Carhartt apparel, as well as a wide selection of household items. Check out Ace Hardware in Westby for all of your farm, home, and business needs. Yeah, Might in early lead 2-0 as he kind of abandoned that near side cradle. Is going to let Wallner up. starting in on their feet.
Said earlier today, Charlie's only loss was in the state finals, the bi-state finals, to the young man from, well, actually, I think he lost to the other young man. Then Fitzpatrick got beat in the finals by the Minnesota kid. So Charlie, I think, ended up third up there. But he seems content, seems in control here. 9-1 the score, or 9-2 already. Oh, beautiful. That was just a real nice duck under slide through to get to just basically a spin behind.
Well, you kind of said before with Peterson having Might and Spurley in the room, probably groups of 3 stuff.
Oh, wow. I know you tossed Johnson in there, too, at 26. I'm pretty sure that young man's going to be wrestling for 5th here later. You know, it just, Dodgeville's got, and then 2 more, or at least 1 more year for each Spurley and Might. They're only juniors. Now, if they can keep these young men in these lower weight classes and keep them all spread apart, there's the fall. Basically about 1 second left, so a 1:59 fall for Charlie Might as he moves on to continue his quest to defend his state title for Dodgeville.
Well, iron sharpens iron. All those guys, it was either get good or have a really bad time at practice every day. Well, we'll take you down to the 3rd place match.
Yeah, we just will have some wrestling on there. This one key here, Wallner has already wrestled the young man Earlsland, who gave him only his 2nd loss on the year. And right now, that match is 0-0 with 1:30 to go in the 2nd period after no score in the 1st period. And then on the other end, in our wrestleback match, we have there the young man from Gale Electric Trempealeau, GET. He's out in front and gets the fall in his match over Jensen of Nakusa. So he will be your 5th place finisher. And now, let's see, as long as we have some time here, we'll look around and see what Perney's path today was. And see, he already wrestled Lochner, so if this can, well, it all depends here what happens down here. But right now, since they already wrestled Lodi and GET, there would not be a wrestleback there. And there would not be a wrestleback for 2nd either if the Wisconsin Dells wrestler continues to win down there. 2-1, he's out in front right now. That's the only action we got going here. And I think, I don't even realize if he said he was going to stop for awards or if he was going to at least keep the weight classes together, but I don't know if they're going to give awards out and then go to the next weight class, but we'll know in a second.
With the wrestleback being at 106, there won't be any 106
That's
awards.
true. There won't be awards there yet anyway, so good job.
Well, we'd like to thank Proline Printing. Customers will take notice when your business signs are developed using your wishes from Proline Printing Signs in Viroqua. For all your signage needs, be sure to see Chet or any of the Proline Signs experts when it comes to promotions and more. And Portland Implement, tractors, lawn and garden equipment, utility vehicles, construction equipment. This family will make your life a lot easier. Meet them all at your Kubota dealer, and that's Portland Implement of Cashion, located just outside on Highway 27. Contact their experts at 654-5575. And while we're up in Cashion Way, it's Ray's Gas and Goodies. Stop in for quality gas and quality service at Ray's Gas and Goodies.
Good activity here. Again,
Lochner leading 3-1.
now 5-1.
5-1.
No, this is Earlsland from Wisconsin Dells leading. Lodi's on the bottom.
It's a different color blue, I guess.
Yeah. At least maybe we haven't seen a Lodi wrestler in the championship match, but it used to be almost notorious that Lodi for their championship match would wear their American flag uniform. Great day for wrestling here. Always a pleasure to see a nice crowd and good wrestling, and we got both today, Carl.
Yes, there is, and the crowd has stayed clear through to the finals. We've got seating all around the gym, plus some seats over on the end, and they're all full pretty much.
Yep. As long as we got a chance here too, want to give a shout out to our table workers here in our head table. You know, it takes good workers to make a good tournament run, and they've been doing a fine job today. Head table doing a good job of keeping the mats in fine working order as far as being cleared and sanitized. So down to the last 3 seconds there, and it looks like we're going to skip through a weight class with no wrestlebacks, Carl, as a young man from Wisconsin Dells secures the win there, 5-2, and he will end up in 3rd place, and the Lodi wrestler in 4th place.
Heather Olson of Central Express wishes the best of luck to the area wrestling teams. Be sure to stop in for Synergy Mobile Fuel and some of the best tasting pizza around. While in Cashton, stop in at Pasture Pride Cheese. Delicious juice dough cheese, and of course all of your favorite dairy products and the squeakiest cheese curds in town. Citizens First Bank, proud to support our communities and local athletics. Enjoy the Legion Regional and State Tournament action. Citizens First Bank, member FDIC, an equal housing lender, located in the hard-working down-home communities of Viroqua, Sparta, Viola, Trempealeau, Centerville, and soon Tahoman. Best of luck once again to our Legion baseball teams. Clary Trucking, LLC, Lone Rock, Wisconsin. When it comes time for your grain or corn to be hauled from the field or to the market, give Troy or Colton Clary a call, 608-475-0111. And if you're in need of feed to be hauled, they can help you with that as well. It's old school service where neighbors help neighbors. Clary Trucking, LLC. Coon Valley Telecommunications, serving Stoddard, Coon Valley, and the Chaseburg communities with state-of-the-art communication services, cable television, phone service, high-speed internet, and computer repair. Contact Coon Valley Telecommunications, 452-3101, and their friendly staff work quickly to get you up and running. That's Coon Valley Telecommunications. The Cashton Wrestling Club wishes the best of luck to head coach Derek Moshik and his 2023 wrestling team. The Cashton Youth Wrestling Tournament will be held on March 11th, 2023 in the Cashton Elementary Gymnasium. Watch the Cashton squad as they continue to wrestle with effort and enthusiasm. Best of luck throughout the month of February. Countertops by Design. Quality design when it comes to your next renovation job, or if you're building a new home. Be sure to contact Link Buckles, 634-2040 in Westby. Take the short drive just outside of Westby and examine the expert craftsmanship that you are afforded when going with the pros. Countertops by Design.
Excuse me, 120. again, another defending state champion, Reed Spurley. He takes on a very fine wrestler, Drake Gazda. Watched him quite a bit, Ken and I did last year at the sectional, and he was impressive to watch there. In our third place match, we have Mason Hurd, a freshman. He's taking on Sawyer Ostrom, a sophomore from Nakusa. And then in our fifth place match, we have Stetzer from GET, and he takes on Schulte from River Valley. So we're going to focus on the championship match. Again, we're going to do just kind of like we did the last match. We'll watch for a while. Carl will read some sponsors for a while, and we'll work our way through it.
Yeah, without the help and the support from the sponsors today, you guys wouldn't be able to enjoy such lovely sounds from Kirk and I.
There you go.
So we'd like to thank the Richland Grant Telephone Cooperative, with more than 60 years of service as the Blue River area telecommunications provider with telephone, digital TV, and high-speed internet.
Doesn't take long for these Dodgeville athletes, though, does it?
No.
Another first period pin. That would be in 118, so the beat keeps marching on for Dodgeville in these first three weight classes. As they said earlier, they have their fourth wrestler coming up at 126. He's got a little more work to do cut out for him. He's going to have to get something done and then hope for some help.
Well, we'll swing our attention down to the third place match. Third place match showcases, like Kirk had said, it's Hurd from Prairie du Chien and Ostrom from Nakusa Assumption.
I'm going to ask you to switch it down to the fifth place match because River Valley's kind of, like Ken always says, they're just kind of in the fringe of our support area. Got a lot of people in Russell Center work down there at Cardinal Glass and places like that. So we're going to switch down there and watch Schulte from River Valley. We'll keep you in tune with what's going on down here in the third place match because, like Carl said, it does have strategic team point implications. So we really haven't. Prairie did get some points in one of those weight classes, so now they've jumped out to. Well, I guess that's still a 9.5. Oh, it's less than that now. 8.5 point lead, right? Yep. So it's still. That's the thing to keep watching that as we go through the day. That's going to be exciting to see how this all shakes out, 1 against 2, but. Definitely know who's going to Lodi next week. Lodi gets to stay home and wrestle in their own team sectional.
Home mat advantage.
Yep. But as they always say, if you don't put in for these things, that's why your school isn't hosting, you know. So it's nice to see this year. I believe the Division III one is up at Cashton High School, right?
Yeah.
Exciting for them.
Well, we'd like to thank the Riverbank, with branch banks located on the south side of Westby and in the heart of Coon Valley. Riverbank is serviced by people that you know. And Rockton Bar. Stop in and say hi to Jody and all the gang at Rockton Bar just outside of Lafarge. Delicious lunch and evening specials every day. And the Scenic Bluffs Community Health Center. Established in 1994, the Scenic Bluffs facility has been serving Cashton, Norwalk, and Viroqua's surrounding communities with quality health services with medical, dental, behavioral health, and so much more. The mission of Scenic Bluffs Center is to provide accessible, patient-centered health care. Call them at 608-654-5100. And the Sealands Carpetland, located at 210 Central Ave, in Coon Valley, your local flooring professionals. It's Sealands Carpetland. And Southwest Technical College. The Spring Southwest Tech Foundation will award more than $500,000 in scholarships for the 2022 or 23-24 academic year. Apply to Southwest Tech now and submit just one application for more than 800 scholarships that they have available. Scholarship applications are due March 31st. Select criteria does apply. Students must plan to enroll for 6 or more credits this fall to be eligible.
Right now, I'll bring you up to date again. The match you're watching on camera there, that's our 5th place match. And Schulte from River Valley is still holding a 5-1 lead there as we're in the last minute 30 of the 3rd period in that bout. And down on the other end, we have a 4-3 lead in favor of the young man from Prairie du Chien, and that would be Hurd, his first name being, I'll get there in a second, Mason Hurd, freshman from Prairie du Chien. Mike Rogie and his squad, very fine squad he's put together this year, even without one of his state place winners, Maddox Cheka, who broke his leg early in the year in a practice thing. He, from what I understand in talking to some community members, he's actually getting better and potentially, if needed type thing, could be available for the team state tournament, but we'll see. From what I understand, he's a very outstanding baseball player and potentially has a chance for, if not, a scholarship at a nice school. So you got to, as you get to this point in your high school career, you got to decide what is the more important things. And he knew he wasn't going to be able to make the state tournament series, and a broken leg is a pretty serious injury to come back even in the school year, let alone in a season. So wish them luck, and I wish both these teams luck as we see just a challenge of who's going to come out of here today yet on first or who's going to come out in second. We got blood time down in our mat down there, and the other match up here is really tightened up now. The young man from Prairie du Chien has actually given up a reversal. Oh, now he stepped into that. Nice move there by the young man from Prairie du Chien. Come around there, but he's still not in the bestest of positions. But he is up 6-5 with a minute to go as we resumed action down there in our 5th place match. 5-2 it is now in the young man from GET, Stetzer, trying to come with a headlock to get himself back in this match, but that's going to slip off. And Mason Schulte, the young freshman, he's going to get 5th place. And he might have, from what I looked at here real quick, he might have a shot at a wrestleback. That's going to be a 7-2 win for Mason Schulte, the freshman. He lost to Spurley early on, so I don't think he ever saw Ostrom or Hurd.
Almost a defensive pin.
Yeah, there was a little excitement there. It's kind of interesting to see even the well, this is going to be close.
Wow. And that was as time expired.
Really comes down to the official and his table workers and the tapper, how it all played together. Because the official was focused on looking where the shoulders were. Good time of them just making sure they got it right. It's big here because the match was going to be Hurd from Prairie du Chien winning 6-5, but there was, as Carl said, it was going to potentially be a defensive pin.
I haven't seen one of those all year, and this was the second one today.
Nope, they're going to call it off. Nice job of at least making sure they got it right and talk. Well, I'm not going to say they got it right, but they put their minds together and called what they felt was the best call to make.
And that had to have been a time thing.
Yeah, it had to be, because no question the ref slapped the man. But then after discussing it with his towel tapper, he decided to wave it off and give it to Hurd from Prairie du Chien.
Contact Joe DeWitt, DeWitt Construction, in Westby for all of your construction needs. Your hometown business that knows and cares about you. You can call Joe at 608-634-2880. DeWitt Construction, known for their quality work, and they continue to prove on that very reputation. Word of mouth referrals says it all. Effinger's Equipment Sales and Service for all of your outdoor power products. 800 North Main. Give them a call at 637-7495. From chainsaws, garden tillers, lawnmowers, zero turn, and much more. You'll find all these items at Effinger's Equipment Sales and Service, and they service what they sell. Genuine Telecom of Richland Center has an unbeatable plan that brings all of your communication and entertainment needs from one locally owned and operated provider. Genuine Telecom, your local solution. Telephone, digital TV, internet, business circuit, and data service. All right here in Richland Center. Good luck to the area teams and the Weston Ithaca Co-op team with coaches Dennis McCauley and Troy Clary for all your lumber, pole building, housing needs, no matter how small or how large. Be sure to contact Hartsey Lumber in Laval. Justin's is the place to go for all your yearbook and graduation accessory needs, along with class rings. Contact your local Justin's representative in the surrounding La Crosse area. It's Dale Comro and Dave Bellin. Your graduation needs and yearbook information. That's Dale and Dave, Justin's in La Crosse.
So there will be no...
No, because Gazda beat Hurd in the semis.
Yep, so there will be no wrestle back for second. So we got our at least top 3 place finishers there. But we are going to have a wrestle back for 5th place there. And that'll be between the young man from River Valley and the young man from Nakusa. Now we move on to our 26-pie final. And we're going to keep the match on here because unless I'm totally off whack, I'm sure this is ties to the Clary family from Ithaca. And I believe this young man's dad is Travis Clary, who was a runner-up in state for Ithaca Bulldogs.
Yep, and there's your American flag finals singlet from Lodi.
Yep, it is, huh? He's got a tough task out here tonight, wrestling Ingham from Prairie du Chien. He's a nice junior, and he's having a good year at 32-9 right now for Prairie du Chien. Clary, a junior too, coming in here with a 34-16 record. Right now it's Ingham out in front, 2-0. Then down in our third place match, we have Fitzpatrick from Arcadia, and he takes on Sir of Mauston Nisita. But that was a hard one to get out, Carl. Mauston Nisita down there. And then in our fifth place match, we have Fry from GET, and he takes on Johnson of Dodgeville. That's that freshman we were talking about earlier, but right now he's in a tough match down there, and he's losing 3-2 to Fry from GET. Still 2-0 in this championship match between Clary and Ingham.
Well, let's give a quick shout out to Stanek Dental. When it comes to affordable and reliable dental care, turn to Dr. Erica Stanek at 1200 Main Street in La Crosse. Give them a call at 608-782-5675. And to St. Joseph Equipment, serving southwest and western Wisconsin as well as southeast Minnesota with all your agricultural needs. Since 1948.
Wow.
Shawan Company, yeah, that's a while. Shawan Company and the Marketplace in Gays Mills. The Kickapoo Stump Dodger Campground and Event Center. For your next relaxing stay, be sure to come out to camp out at the Kickapoo Stump Dodger Campground and Event Center, where there's always something fun going on in Gays Mills.
Back to our championship match, 2-0 yet, still in favor of Ingham. That would be Drake Ingham from Prairie du Chien. He's taking on Evan Clary from Lodi. Down in our other third place match, 2-1 in the second period, and that is in favor of the Mauston wrestler, and that would be Alex Sir. Came in here with the number 2 seed. We got some lower seeds did well here. We got the third seed against the 5 seed in this weight class. Hunter Clary upset the first seed in the semifinals, and Ingham upset the second seed. I don't know if you call them upsets, though, if you pin them, but
yeah, I don't think so. I think
it's a pretty solid victory. Still 2-0 in this match here in the championship. Ingham in deep on a single leg. As we saw all day, Clary can scramble, and that's how he kind of caught Fitzpatrick, caught him in a scramble and put him on his back and pinned him. Trying for that again now, but he's going to give up the reversal here to Ingham, and Ingham's going to go out in front 4-0 now with 1 minute left in the second period. Young man from Dodgeville still having his hands full down there with wrestler from GET, Fry. And that still is a 5-4 score. Huh. They wanted a takedown there, but I don't think it was quite there. Obviously the ref didn't think so because he didn't call it. Down on the other third place match, Alex Sir has extended his lead there going into the third period to 7-3. 30 seconds left in our championship bout in the second period. Still the third period to wrestle there. This is one of those really happy days for quite a few of our athletes here today, and then for some of these athletes, it means hang up the singlet till next year. And for some of these seniors, it's the last time you'll ever put it on. Right now, Clary's in a lot of trouble, though, as Ingham's got him over his back. The best thing that might save him here is the clock, and it did. But he's going to now be behind 7-0 going into the third period. Down there in our third place match, again, Surrey came in and got the second seed. He's right now pretty well dominating the number 1 seed with a 9-3 lead with just slightly over a minute left. Johnson on the other end, though, Carl, he's kind of made a little bit of a comeback now, and no, I guess he's not. Excuse me, I got the wrong leg band. I never understood that. I could never do that as a ref. When you have such an orange signal like that, I can't give it a green leg band. No. Everybody always says black is red, but to me that strong orange color from Dodgeville is strong enough red for me. It's just like here in this Prairie match too, I guess he does, like you say, he has that bright American red flag on his front of his singlet, but otherwise, to me, Prairie should be red.
Now, one of the things that I've wondered, and I haven't done a lot of officiating, but why is the green band always on the right hand?
That's designated by the National Federation rules, and you still have some old schoolers. Hey, you have him on your ad here so we can pick on him. If we're going to advertise his business, we can pick on him. Mike Nicolati is still old school, even though, he started a lot younger than a lot of us, but they'll let you grandfather you in by letting you wear your red armband on. It used to be always when I first started officiating, it was red on right.
Because that makes sense.
Yeah, I know it. But then the National Federation, and I think it had to do more with Olympic-style wrestling, they decided that the red was on the left and the blue was on the right. There, more information you ever thought you'd want.
Oh, and Fitzpatrick lost.
Yes.
The third place match.
Yes. Well, Sir was winning throughout that whole match, and then it finally got close to the end, and he ends up winning 10-8. The young man from Boston at least punched his ticket to the Dells. Clary and Ingham are going to be going.
Fry is going to be your winner.
Yep. Johnson's season, we had an inkling to see those 4 wrestlers make it on, but that ain't going to happen. He gets beat 9-5 against Fry from GET. So GET would be looking if he's ever wrestled Fitzpatrick, and he has not. So we got another wrestle back there. Is Arcadia will have to come back and wrestle GET. You think they've seen each other before?
Oh, slightly.
Slightly, yes.
Coon Creek Feeds, proud to sponsor today's special presentation. Be sure to contact Wayne or any of his team members for all of your large or small animal rations. Located at 101 Babcock Street in Coon Valley, the feed store with the personal touch. 452-3838. Laval Telephone Cooperative, serving Laval and Casanova area with DSL, local and long-distance phone service, and the most up-to-date technology since 1956. That's the Laval Telephone Cooperative, offering 3 meg and beyond for your internet needs. Give them a call, 608-985-7201. Best of luck to the area wrestlers throughout the year. The Legacy Grill and Pub. Stop in after work. Enjoy one of the Legacy's special meals. Watch the games throughout the week. You're among friends when you stop in at the Legacy Grill and Pub. They have a unique upstairs banquet hall for your Christmas parties, large dinners, rehearsal suppers, and adult birthday parties. Be sure to stop in, see Jeff Lenzer. It's Legacy Grill and Pub in Coon Valley.
Lynn's Home Center, downtown Cashton. Lynn's Home Center is open 7 days a week, Monday through Friday, 8 a.m. to 5:30 p.m. and Saturdays until 5. Major appliances, Whirlpool, Maytag, and Amana for you to choose from. Be sure to call Lynn's Home Center, 654-7844. And remember, if they don't have it, you don't need it.
Nicolati Construction. When it comes to construction and a fair price, be sure to stop in and see Mike Nicolati, Nicolati Construction. If you're looking for that new home, garage, or even something larger, give Mike a call at 788-6777. One of the top construction companies right in our backyard. Best of luck to the area wrestlers throughout February.
Well, we're going to turn our attention from our championship match down to the third place match for Ethan Dobbs. Dobbs will be wrestling, he lost to Blaken in the semis.
Yep.
So he's going to be wrestling Koenig, who lost to River Valley's Radke
Yes.
in the ultimate tiebreaker.
That was one of our more exciting semifinal bouts that we had today. So we'll let you call that one, Carl.
Yeah, well, definitely got his hands full. Ethan with a whizzer, back up to his feet, able to hold Koenig off. In on a double, comes around, will get the first takedown of the match. It's not very often that you have a three-time defending state champ not in the finals at a regional.
Well, this is his brother, remember now.
That's right.
That's right. They've been confusing you all day long with that.
They have. Well, and I'm not a smart man.
Well, no, so I'm not going to go there. Just remember, this is the straight-haired one, and the next one's the curly-haired one.
Yeah.
All
right.
Both of them are fine athletes, that's for sure. But by far, Rhett's been the more successful career. But you can't slight Ryder at all. He's a very important part of this team.
Well, if Ken's any good at editing, he can fix that for me.
He can? Okay, that's good.
Sure.
Is that available for us? I didn't know that.
I don't know. We were talking at lunch with some of the coaches and said, if you should just start swearing, make that whole match sound like it's in Morse code. I said, I better not.
I've always, once in a while, working with him, he's always had to play with the volume of my mic. He thought I got a little too excited. Well, we have a final down there in our fifth place match. The young man from Lodi, and that would be Dorshurst. He gets a fall in his match, and so he'll take home a fifth place finish for Lodi there at this point. And he also added some bonus points to Lodi there too, which that at this point is always important when you get into a tight team race.
I know I was doing it was a high school boys sectional. They were one game away from state, Viroqua was, and guy jumped up and caught the ball over the fence, and he had to edit some words out. I know I got a little excited. Well, Dobbs will go into the second period leading by a score of 2-0. He's going to defer his choice over to Koenig, and they'll go neutral. So Dobbs successful on his feet the first period. Let's see if he can take it to the second.
2-1 in our championship bout in favor of Radke from River Valley.
Ethan able to come back up out of that front head scenario. Dobbs, a returning state qualifier, with a little Merkel right into little dogfight and a half Nelson. Doesn't look like we're holding any points right now.
Well, I think he is.
Might be holding 2, maybe 3.
Oh, wow, he's got him in a good tight spot now.
Trying to step over and get control of those hips from Rockin. And the pin.
He was doing so well there, I didn't want to tell you he'd already locked in his position because he'd already beaten the kid from Lodi, but now he stays in third, so it doesn't make any difference anyway.
Exactly.
So now he's got to keep hoping for blocking to make a comeback here, and then maybe he can move up to second, and that's a tight match right now with a 4-2 lead in favor of Radke, though. So congratulations to Ethan Dobbs as he keeps his season alive and moves on to the sectional tournament. Still got a chance here, maybe for a wrestleback yet. Lodi wrestler will finish 5th here. Oh, wait, I have to take that back, don't I? Well, there will be a wrestleback. Now the Lodi wrestler gets to wrestle the Prairie du Chien wrestler. So we will have a wrestleback at 132. Shucks. Well, I'd rather have Dobbs win anyway. He likes that 3rd place finish. As they match up next week, the number 1 place finisher at this regional will take on the number 4 place finisher, so it's already determined before they leave here today. We'll take on the 4th place finisher of the Portage regional, and then 2 from here against 3 from there, then 3 from here against 2 from there, and 4 from here against 1 from there.
Yep, and you carry the 2 and multiply by 1 right there.
Right there, there you go.
Well, while they're getting some stuff cleaned up, we'd like to thank the Torkelson Funeral Home. Compassion, care, and respect during a time of loss. Call toll-free when needed at 1-800-338-0928. That's the Torkelson Funeral Home of Cashton. And Tractor Central, providing their customers the highest quality John Deere and related products, parts, and service in a timely and cost-effective manner. Our friendly, knowledgeable, and professional staff will help inspire, educate, and problem solve for our customers. And Triggers and Tackle and Old Country Cheese. Kelly is looking forward to serving you at Old Country Cheese at S510 County Road D in Cashton. Call ahead to place your order at 654-5411. And when it comes to the best gear for hunting and fishing, just stop in at Triggers and Tackle, just outside of Cashton.
Southmore versus a junior, 5-4 as we go into the 3rd period with Radke still out in front, but the way it's going here right now, it can go wherever. Blocken's choice, he chooses down. And right away gets the escape. Now we got to get match. We always did, but now it's 5-5 and big takedown here. The next takedown can be huge. Shot, reshot, it's fun to watch. Nice shuck try there. Front headlock to a shuck by Radke. Now, again, Blocken just making a power drive in for a single leg. Radke blocks it off, but still, well, there we go. That's a nice call there by the ref. Get them, these two active athletes like this, get them back on their feet and get them separated again. Not any wonder you call any real stalling here. They're just good aggressive wrestling, and you want to keep that action going. Another nice deep single leg shot by blocking this time. Radke's going to have to do his best to fend this off, but he is doing a good job of fending off. Now the advantage right now is starting to look like it's going to Radke. He's broken the hands, but he needs to spin around, get all the way around behind. Now blocking comes back and locks it up again. Once he locks it up again, now the advantage can switch the other way, and you start to see him work that ankle over his head. Carl, there we go, another stalemate. Good call. Once that ankle starts going over the head, now it turns the advantage going the other direction.
Yep.
It's hard to do much wrestling when your ankle's clear up in the air.
It's like somebody's got both legs in and they're like, get your hips up off the mat.
Oh, well, now he's in deep. He's got that double leg. He's going to turn and dump it. Yes. 7-5, 25 seconds to go. Now Radke's going to have to get going. But in some ways, being local fan here and from the Richland County area, you kind of cheer for the young man from Valley. But if it keeps going the way it is here with blocking out in front, we're going to get to see Ethan Dobbs wrestle for second place. So we'll cheer for Ethan right now. $14 seconds to go. 7-5.
He motioned to the coach, hey, let's let him up. And the entire GET section yelled no at the same time.
He's going to hang on here. And got warned for stalling. But if he can hang on to this spin, there it is. Nice job by Jackson blocking. He will be your champion for GET, and that will give Ethan Dobbs a new life. He's got a chance to move up to second place. Even though he's still going to the Dells, now he can move up one of those places.
Nordic Lanes on the north side of Westby, a proud sponsor of today's wrestling event. Scott and Susan Sordahl wishing all the best to the area wrestlers. Be sure to stop in at Nordic Lanes as they offer a full menu, including the best pizza in the area. And don't forget that mouth-watering specials that they have throughout the week. Good luck once again to our area wrestlers.
O'Reilly Auto Parts Store, located on the north side of Viroqua. Be sure to call them at 637-2645. Free starter and alternator testing, battery testing, wiper blade, and bulb installation, along with oil, fluid, and battery recycling. All of this compliments of O'Reilly Auto Parts in Viroqua. Portland Implement. When it comes to work or play, be sure to check out the many ATVs and utility vehicles that Portland Implement has to offer. Located on Highway 27, just outside of Cashton. Portland Implement, with the equipment for your needs, no matter what the size. Contact the experts, 608-654-5575. Premier Co-op, serving members since 1893. Your corporate office located in Mount Horeb. Other sites include Cashton, Lafarge, Richland Center, Viroqua, Eastman, and Westby. Best of luck to all the area teams throughout the season, and they wish all of you a happy and prosperous new year.
Let us visit you, discuss your project, and we will provide the best professional recommendations using your knowledge and expertise. Contact us by calling or clicking here to visit our website. Did you know that Proline Printing and Sign does wide format printing? Our services include signs, banners, and any advertisement with a wide format need. Call today.
So that'll set the stage for bringing out our three-time state champion next from Prairie du Chien, as he's going to take on another young man from GET in the finals here. And then most of the rest of it is kind of anticlimactic as far as our local area, except for River Valley down there on mat 3 going against Lodi. So we'll just, again here, put it on the three-time state champion. He was the wrestler of the tournament last week at the Clash tournament back in this same gym, and we saw him here right in the finals. Matter of fact, twice I think he was right in this area here where he beat the young man from Darlington Blackhawk in the semifinals. That ended up a really close match, but then ended up in an injury default, and he won there. And then in the finals, he had a rematch against Lucas Sullivan from Mineral Point, and that went pretty well in Rhett Koenig's favor, but then in the end, he kind of slowed down a little bit, and Sullivan came back and at least made it a 6-5 score in the end, and made it maybe appear a little closer than it was. But Rhett Koenig, it's like I said earlier, it's kind of cool to have, again, from this area of the state, you know, someone looking to be a 4-time state champion, and we wish the best of luck to him as he starts that journey through our tournament today.
Let's go ahead and talk a little bit about some more of our great sponsors.
Great is true.
Vernon Manor and Vernon Acres. Senior living at its best in Viroqua, the newest facility for senior care in Vernon County, with expanded services to take care of today's aging population. I don't know if I want to poke fun at Ken for being one of that, because he now lives in La Crosse, but for over 125 years, Vernon Manor has been providing exceptional services for its Vernon County residents. Vernon Communications Cooperative. For faster broadband internet, contact Vernon Communications at 634-3136. And the Vernon Richland Electric Scenic Rivers Cooperative, proud to support today's broadcast of high school wrestling. Vernon and Richland Electric wishes the best of luck to all area wrestlers.
We had a fall down there in our 5th place match. Kujawa from Adams Friendship comes up with a fall over Sampson from Wisconsin Dells. He will be your 5th place finisher. Still a 4-1 score in our championship match that you've been watching as we go to the second period there. Down in our 3rd place match, we still don't have a score. We're real close to having a score between Knockreiner and Brunnig from Lodi, but still no score. Got to be careful though when the Lodi wrestler gets a cradle locked in. Those two teams in this area of the state, between Division II and Division III, between Lodi and Mineral Point, in their cradle series, brought them to the cream of the crop. It's just amazing to watch as he got the reversal now. He still has that cradle locked in, but he hasn't quite ripped it. You were watching the championship match, you saw Red increase his lead to 6-1. Hard not to watch Lodi, and he did make that cradle work, Carl. And there's the fall. Just like that, that's what Lodi can do. When they lock it up, they are one of the best as far as, finishing it. You know, a lot of people can lock it up and a lot of people can score near fall points, but they are awesome at finishing it and get the fall out of it. So we'll take a quick look here. That means Knockreiner goes on the backside, but then I do see here in the quarters that he beat the young man from Adams Friendship. So we're locked into our top 4. in this weight class. Still could have, right now, unless something would drastically change in this championship match, this could be maybe I think our second weight class of the night where we're not going to have a wrestleback. Which then brings us up to where we're going to 145. We're going to bring up another one of our Viroqua wrestlers here in the 5th place match that we'll want to feature. So we'll kind of highlight him here a little bit to begin with. And that's Preston Broker is going to be taking the mat here pretty soon with his 25-9 record. And he's going to be taking on Connor Docken from Adams Friendship for a chance to move on to Wisconsin Dells next weekend.
So how do we need the 3rd place match to end in order to see a wrestleback for Broker?
For Broker, let's see. Broker lost to Stevenson. So he hasn't wrestled Whitney, and he hasn't wrestled Hurd. So he's basically the only one who has a chance for a wrestleback because he hasn't wrestled either one of them. So it's win and get a shot.
Well, I'm sure he knows what he's got to do.
Well, if he doesn't know, I'm sure he's had a few helpers. That assistant crew of yours knows their way around the rule book and the wrestling mat. 6-3 here now in his championship bout. We said earlier, see now you can see that more curly hair and it's lighter, so don't ever confuse those two again.
I'll try not to. We're going to see him again next week.
Yeah, you are. Yep. I get to stay here in center with Ken. I should somewhere along the line here, if we find some time, I should see if he's actually working down there and he has a team score. That was going to be oh, wow. That is big. That got the crowd over here, especially the GET side, lit up. It's kind of like what happened last week, though, too. You know, Rhett kind of slowed down in the 3rd period, and Sullivan came back and made it interesting. Now here with 1:11 to go and a 6-5 lead. Now what will the young man from Koss from GET do? Carson Koss, he was the 2nd seed coming in, but 35-10 record looks a lot different compared to that 44-2 record of the defending state champion.
Yeah, I don't know if you let him up.
I think you try something here. More than anything, probably Rhett's gonna come out and get out right away. There you go. I think that's a smart move. He rode him for a hair, but it'd really be something he turned him.
Yeah.
But right now wow, that was a big mistake there by Koss as he shoved his hand right into Rhett Koenig's eye and gave up a penalty point. And now he's behind by 3. And Koenig now kind of made him mad, came back to his aggression, almost got the takedown, but they went out of bounds. 8-5 in favor of Koenig. 48 seconds to go. Nice shot by Koss. Another reshot. Ooh. It's always fun when the crowd gets involved now, isn't it, Carl?
Yeah, as long as we're not the ones making decisions down there.
Yeah, I know. Yeah. So far, it's a nice, clean match. The hand in the eye was more inadvertent than anything else, but it is a penalty.
Yeah, I can't see that being a...
Yep. Official was right there. I think his toe was out. Then it came back in. Coaches from GET kind of on their feet a little bit, encouraging their athlete. He needs 2 takedowns now. That's the only hard part. Again, this is where Koenig's tough, and that's why he's a 3-time state champion. He wrestles to the end, and he gets the last takedown for a nice 10-5 win for him and Prairie du Chien. So that kind of locks that up. That weight class, as we said, will be done. Koenig will be 1, Koss will be 2, Breinig will be 3, and Knockreiner for River Valley will advance. He will be your 4th place finisher.
Ray's Gas and Goodies, wishing all the best to the area wrestlers as they make their way to the Coe Center. Stop in for that down-home service at Ray's Gas and Goodies. He will pump your gas for you each and every time. It's quality gasoline, quality service from Ray's Gas and Goodies in Cashton.
The Riverbank, with branch offices located in Coon Valley and West Beaton to serve all of your banking needs. When looking for that down-home financial help, be sure to stop in and talk to your local Riverbank associate. Since 1991, serving the greater Cooley region, it's the Riverbank.
Sealand's Carpet Land, located in the heart of Coon Valley. When it comes to your flooring needs, no one is better than Sealand's Carpet Land. Luxury vinyl, tile, carpet, or hardwood floors. Contact the professionals from Coon Valley. Sealand's Carpet Land, 452-3129. If you walk on it, they sell it.
Scenic Bluffs Community Health Centers, with medical, dental, behavioral health, chiropractic, acupuncture, and pharmacy services. They support all of your healthcare needs under one roof. Scenic Bluffs offering a sliding fee scale program to make high quality care more affordable. Schedule an appointment today, 654-5100.
When it comes to dental care in the La Crosse area, be sure to contact the Gentle Dentist, Dr. Eric Stanek. For over 10 years, Dr. Stanek has been providing dental care for the entire family in a comfortable and inviting atmosphere. When it comes to affordable, reliable dental care, it's Dr. Eric Stanek, 1200 Main Street in La Crosse.
Well, we're going to turn the camera down to the 5th place, Matt, and Preston Broker.
Yeah.
And we'll mention a few of today's sponsors.
And then you come back and take that one.
Sounds like a plan. Well, let's thank Vespach Oil and Propane, located at 120 East Decker in Viroqua. Proud to support today's broadcast of high school wrestling. Give Todd, Tina, or former wrestlers Eric and Ryan a call for all your fuel needs at 637-2200. And the Clums at the Viroqua Dental Center, helping bring today's action. Wishing the best of luck to all the area wrestlers. The Viroqua Dental Center on the north side of Viroqua, the gentler side of dentistry. So Broker with the first points of the match with a takedown over Dockin of Adams Friendship. Let's do a little research. Connor Dockin, a senior from Adams Friendship, 17-8 coming into today. And Preston Broker, a senior as well, 25-9. giving up the escape. 2-1 now the score. 1 minute, 18 seconds remain in the first period of action. Hand fight, nice little pull across, right into a takedown, looking for a half Nelson. Little facelift with a leg Turk. Right into near fall criteria, so 4-1 the score before the 3 near fall. He's looking for the pin. Hard to pin somebody in that particular pinning combination. It's more of a near fall. So the refs holding 3. 7-1 your score. 30 seconds to go in period number 1. Like we had mentioned earlier, the way things shake down here at 145 pounds, no matter the outcome of the third place match, Broker is not seeing either one of those wrestlers today and will be awarded a wrestleback opportunity if he is able to pull a win out against Dokken. So at the end of the first period, he will gain 3 more near fall points to lead 10-1. It will be his decision. He will choose neutral after being pretty successful on his feet through the first period of action. He'll look to get back to work. Dokken with a pretty nice high crotch, but Broker able to kind of set through and come into a near side cradle, get it locked up for the takedown and the pin.
Good for him.
3:19 pin time for Broker in the 5th place match. So no matter the outcome, Broker will get his chance at 4th place. So he will either wrestle, we might as well head down to the other side of the gym and check out his opponents in the wrestleback match. So we get the camera all squared away. So 3rd place match today is, let's see, Drew Hurd of Prairie du Chien, 25-12 junior. And he is wrestling Jackson Whitney of Mauston, Necedah. Like you said before, it's kind of a weird co-op to have to say now. Not used to it yet.
There you go. They got him.
And right now, Hurd is leading that match by a score of 3-0. We're 30 seconds to go in period number 2.
Gone to a different color uniform too, which is typically we got all the Mauston people sitting here and they're,
it's all blue.
Color blue. To me it's blue. If you ask the women, they tell you exactly what color it was, but but they do have a little blue in the bottom of the singlet there, but it's really mostly black.
Right now, Stevenson of Lodi is trailing his championship match by a score of 7-1. Stevenson was the one who knocked Broker off in the quarterfinals with an 8-5 decision, and then came out of a sudden victory win over Whitney.
Yes, that was a great match.
So pretty even, those top placings in this, any of those matches really could have gone either way almost. And now Whitney with some points on the board on Hurd, 3-1 with the escape. We are into the third period. Minute 10 remaining.
I didn't leave you, Carl. I just was cheating and went off and saw what the heck was happening down in Mineral Point. So Mr. Manning is working down there. And I was happy to see that his nephew, he didn't win the tournament down there, but he at least qualified, and he's going on as a third place finisher for Ithaca Weston. But right now, it's Fenimore. Looks like they're about the same spot we are, maybe slightly ahead of us as far as matches. And Fenimore's way out in front, and looked like Iowa Grant Highland was a pretty good lock for second place.
Yep, they're crying for a takedown, but he just didn't have control. The hips are the key factor in a takedown like that.
He needed a little bit more than he had. But he's the aggressor right now. If he can come in with that fireman's carry again, maybe even get a stalling call here, but that's really more. He needs this takedown. Nice scramble. It's Hurd for Prairie du Chien.
Hurd's got double unders right now.
It's got to go. 13 seconds to go. Jackson Whitney here with ties from used to be live in Richland County here. Just north of town here on Highway 80. In deep now, if he can finish it. He's got to finish it.
Oh, he's
got to get over the top here. He's got to get over the top, and he just gave up on it too soon.
Oh.
Gave up on it too soon. It's a good match. Hurd will end up third. But now that puts Whitney back against Broker. And our champion over here with 11-2 win is Landon Radke. He wins for River Valley and moves on to the sectional tournament as a champion. But Broker, as we talked about, will get a wrestle back. Good for him. He'll wrestle Whitney from Boston.